When a woman begins to distance herself from you and ignores you, most men panic. They start chasing harder, texting more, over-explaining themselves, and trying to fix whatever they think went wrong. That's emotional suicide. That energy screams desperation, and nothing repels a woman faster than the scent of neediness. Listen. When a woman pulls back, you don't chase her, you don't try to convince her of your worth, and you don't beg for attention. You do the exact opposite. You step into your masculine core. You stop trying to prove anything and instead refocus entirely on yourself. The moment you stop reacting emotionally and start behaving like a man who doesn't tolerate disrespect, everything changes. You need to understand something. When a woman starts ignoring you, it's usually a test of your self-respect, your strength, your boundaries. And if you fail by turning into a soft, over-apologetic version of yourself, she will lose attraction instantly. This isn't the time to seek comfort or ask her what's wrong. This is the time to shut off access. She stepped back. So should you. Match her silence with silence, her absence with absence. But while you do that, don't sit around hoping she comes back. You level up. You grind. You improve your appearance, your mindset, your money, your options. She'll notice, but that's not even the point. The point is, her distance becomes your doorway to dominance. If you do this right, you'll either get her back on your terms, or better yet, realize you never needed her at all. In the next sections, I'm going to break down exactly what you need to do, step by step, to handle this situation like a real man and come out 10 times stronger. 1. Go completely silent. The moment she starts distancing herself or ignoring you, you go completely silent. No follow-up texts, no calls, no checking up on her, no reacting to her social media posts. Nothing. You go ghost. Not out of spite or manipulation, but out of discipline. The biggest mistake most men make is trying to talk her back into liking them. That's weak. You're not here to convince anyone to care about you. You're here to show that you're the kind of man who doesn't chase validation. When she pulls away and hears nothing from you, it sends a powerful message. You're not desperate. Silence is uncomfortable for most men. They fear losing the connection. They fear she'll move on. But that fear is exactly what makes men look weak. You don't fear silence. You use it. It gives her space to reflect. It gives her the time to realize your absence. It flips the power dynamic without you saying a single word. If she's testing you to see if you'll break, your silence proves you won't. You don't chase. You replace. That's the energy. Now, this doesn't mean you sit around doing nothing. While you're silent, your focus should be fully on improving your life. Hit the gym, stack your money, expand your network, talk to other women, build momentum. She should feel your silence and then witness your glow up from a distance. That's how you win. Don't announce it. Don't try to make her jealous. Just move with intention. If she messages you, don't jump at the first opportunity to reply. Take your time. She needs to feel the shift. She needs to realize that pulling back on you comes with consequences. You're not punishing her. You're showing her that your time and attention are valuable. And if she doesn't appreciate them, someone else will. Too many men fear silence, but masculine silence is power. It tells her, I'm good with or without you. That's what sparks real attraction. Women respect men who aren't emotionally reactive. They respect men who stand still when tested. Go silent. Stay silent. Let her wonder. Let her think. Let her come to you. Because if you always chase, she'll never value you. But if you disappear like a man with options, she'll remember exactly who you are. Second, stop putting her first. When a woman starts ignoring you or pulling away, you must remove her from the center of your life immediately. Too many men get emotionally invested too quickly. They start building their daily routines around her. They think about her constantly, make her their priority, and neglect their own purpose. That's a losing formula. The more you place her on a pedestal, the more she looks down on you. When she distances herself, it's your signal to stop putting her first in any capacity. You stop thinking about her, planning for her, waiting on her. You start prioritizing yourself again. Your goals, your fitness, your peace, your grind. You're the foundation. She's not the mission. Your life is. Think of it like this. If she disappears today, your whole empire shouldn't collapse. You're the king. Kings don't chase queens. Kings build kingdoms. And in that kingdom, the right people earn a seat at your table. They're not begged to stay. Most men beg. They try harder. They think effort equals love. Wrong. The moment a woman senses she's your entire world, she loses respect. That's the harsh truth. Women are attracted to men who are focused on their own path. So get back to yours. If she's not responding to you, don't sit by the phone. Go get things done. Finish that project. Learn a new skill. Improve your appearance. Go out. Connect with new people. Post up in your best energy, not for her to see, but because that's what real men do. You're not competing for her attention. You're showing her that she's not your only option. And she should never be. A man who treats one woman like a goddess while treating himself like a peasant will always lose. Flip the script. You treat yourself like a king. You show up like a man with a purpose. And if she fits into that life, good. If not, you keep moving. When you stop putting her first, she'll notice. She might try to test you again. She might text just to see if you're still waiting. Don't fall for it. Keep your frame. Be polite, but not needy. Interested, but not invested. And if she wants to come back, she needs to match your energy, not the other way around. You don't fight for a woman who's walking away. You walk in the other direction with confidence. That's how you shift the power. That's how you take control. She is not your center. You are. 3. Build your value. When she starts distancing herself, it's time for you to rebuild and showcase your inherent value. This isn't about trying to fix her behavior or waiting for her to validate your worth. It's about reclaiming your identity as a man with purpose, goals, and a thriving life. Stop wasting your days worrying about her approval. Instead, put your energy into developing yourself. Start by evaluating every area of your life, career, fitness, social circles, hobbies, and ask yourself, what can I improve? Real men invest time in becoming the best version of themselves. While she may have stepped back, that vacuum provides the perfect opportunity to rise. Focus on your physical fitness. Hit the gym, refine your workout plan, and challenge your limits. Every session is not just about bulking up or cutting weight. It's about building discipline. Discipline is attractive because it shows you control your life. You aren't waiting around for external validation. Instead, you're actively engaging in personal growth. As you progress, you'll naturally radiate more confidence, a quality that draws women in. Confidence comes from knowing you're in charge of your own destiny. Next, sharpen your professional edge. Whether you're looking for a promotion, starting a new business venture, or mastering a new skill, success in your career multiplies your value. When you're laser-focused on your goals, you develop a magnetic presence. Your achievements become visible signs that you're not just existing, you're thriving. This dedication to work signals to her and every other woman that you're not dependent on anyone's attention to measure your worth. Building your value also means investing in your social life and personal interests. Reconnect with old friends and forge new relationships with people who inspire you. Build a network that uplifts and challenges you. Surround yourself with those who also hold themselves to high standards, because your circle directly reflects your identity. When you're out there, absorbing different perspectives and skills, you're constantly evolving. This evolution speaks volumes about your character. It means you're adaptable and always looking for growth opportunities, qualities that make you a stronger, more rounded man. Develop a hobby or learn something new. When you dive into pursuits that excite you, you channel energy into something meaningful. It could be playing an instrument, mastering a sport, or even reading widely on topics that pique your interest. This isn't about distracting yourself from the situation. It's about reinforcing that your life has layers and depth that no single relationship can define. Being dynamic and well-rounded gives you an edge that is hard to ignore. Cultivate a mindset of abundance. Recognize that the world is full of opportunities and that your happiness isn't tied to one person's validation. In every setback, find a lesson. In every moment of silence from her, see an opening to deepen your commitment to your goals. Embrace a mentality that celebrates your successes no matter how small, and learn to fuel your life with achievements rather than validation. This intrinsic motivation makes you unstoppable. Keep your daily routine tight and purpose-driven. Show up on time, set clear goals for the day, and track your progress. Every small win adds up and builds a larger picture of who you are, a man of substance and ambition. Your actions should speak louder than any message or call ever could. While she might be testing your reaction, your response, focusing solely on personal development, clearly signals that you're not waiting for her permission to thrive. In the end, building your value isn't just a tactic to win her back. It's a commitment to yourself and a dedication to becoming the man you're meant to be. Let every workout, every career move, every social connection, and every new skill be a stepping stone to a stronger, more accomplished you. Keep moving forward, always building, always growing, and remember, the real reward is becoming so undeniably attractive to yourself that no one can ever pull you down. Fourth, let her feel your absence. When a woman pulls away, the worst thing you can do is keep showing up. Most men don't understand how powerful absence is. They think presence equals love. They think being constantly available will win her back. That's not how attraction works. A woman must feel the emptiness you leave behind. She must experience life without your attention, your energy, your presence. That absence should speak louder than any message ever could. Stop liking her posts. Stop watching her stories. Stop showing any digital presence. Go cold. Let her see that the man who used to be attentive, available, and emotionally invested is no longer there. Let that void echo. Women notice these things. And when they start wondering why you've disappeared, that's when the shift begins. But you don't disappear to get a reaction. You disappear because you're not going to beg anyone to stay. Your silence isn't a tactic. It's a standard. If she's not matching your effort or presence, she gets no access to your world. Simple. The absence has to be complete. Not just physical, but emotional too. Don't think about her. Don't sit around reminiscing. You've got better things to focus on. You've got your life to build. And if she wants back in, she's going to have to knock and wait. Letting her feel your absence creates space for self-reflection on her part. She starts wondering if you've moved on. She starts comparing your masculine calm to the emotional chaos of other guys. She realizes you didn't chase. You didn't crumble. You didn't beg. That's power. That's what makes you different. That's what makes you unforgettable. But here's the key. Your absence must be backed by actual progress. Don't be invisible and stagnant. Be invisible and rising. Let her absence become your motivation. Use the silence to upgrade. Get sharper, leaner, more confident. Every day she doesn't hear from you, she should imagine you becoming stronger. That thought will haunt her more than any sweet message you could ever send. Realize that women are emotional. They remember how you made them feel. When you vanish with dignity, they don't forget that. They compare every man after you to the version of you that stood firm and vanished like a king. They may not say it. They may not show it. But they feel it. Your absence creates mystery, and mystery breeds curiosity. Curiosity pulls her back in. But even then, you don't jump. You observe. You see if she's truly returning or just checking if she still has control. Don't fall into the trap of responding instantly. Maintain your rhythm. You've built it without her, and you don't break it for anyone. Let her see that while she was gone, you were busy leveling up. You didn't pause your life. You pressed play and hit the fast-forward button. This is how men rise. Through silence, absence, and undeniable growth. She wanted space? Good. Let her feel it. Let her miss the sound of your voice, the weight of your presence, the power of your energy. Don't force it. Don't chase. Don't even wait. Just vanish. Not as a ghost, but as a man on a mission. A man who leaves behind an imprint so strong, no amount of distance can erase it. If she comes back, she'll know she's returning to a new version of you. If she doesn't, you're already better without her. That's the mindset. That's the frame. Let her feel your absence like a storm passed through and left her with silence and questions. 5. Don't react. Respond with strength. When she pulls away, you're going to feel it. That sting in your chest, the frustration in your gut, the questions in your head. It's real. But here's the thing. You don't let it shake your frame. You don't react emotionally. You respond with strength. There's a huge difference. Reacting is instant, emotional, impulsive. It's texting her back right away. It's asking, did I do something wrong? It's showing her you're hurt and confused. That's weakness. That's what she's expecting. That's what most men do. But not you. You pause. You breathe. You control the tempo. You don't give her the emotional reaction she's fishing for. You show restraint. You show leadership. And most of all, you show that your self-worth doesn't rise and fall with her mood. A man who can feel deeply but still move logically is rare, and women feel that. So instead of reacting when she pulls back, you shift your energy. You remind yourself of who you are. You get up earlier, you train harder, you work smarter, you hold your posture, you speak with certainty, you engage with other people in high-energy, high-value ways. This is how you respond, with action, not emotion. When she sees that her silence didn't move you, it shakes her a little, because it's a challenge to her ego. Most men would have folded by now. You didn't. You stood tall. You focused on your path. That's attractive. That's powerful. And here's another truth. Women don't want a man who's easily moved by their emotional swings. They want a man who stays grounded when things get shaky. That makes them feel secure. That makes them respect you. But the moment you start explaining yourself, begging, trying to emotionally close the gap, you lose all leverage. You become predictable, soft, and boring. The mystery dies, the attraction fades. So stop explaining, stop reacting. Let her sit in the distance she created. Let her sit with the silence she triggered. And while she's doing that, you stay focused. If she posts something online to get your attention, don't respond. If she sends a vague message to bait you, don't bite. If she tells you she just needs time, respect it, but don't wait. You're not pausing your life. You're building it. Responding with strength also means staying cool under pressure. Your friends might ask what happened. People might notice she's not around. Don't talk bad about her. Don't vent emotionally. Keep it composed. Keep it classy. Let your calm become your reputation. When a man is in control of himself, he becomes magnetic. Because he doesn't panic. He doesn't chase. He doesn't beg. He just levels up. And that calm presence is what makes her think twice. She remembers the emotional control. She remembers the way you didn't break. That sticks. That earns respect. If she returns, she's walking back into a space ruled by a man who handled the distance like a king. If she doesn't, you still win, because you never lost yourself trying to hold on to her. You stayed in your masculine power. You stayed unshaken. In today's world, most men are reactive. Be different. Respond with purpose. Respond with standards. Respond with direction. That's how you keep your frame. That's how you show her, and yourself, that you don't fold under pressure. You rise. 6. Be ready to walk away forever. This is where most men fail. They hold on to hope. They keep a small door open in their heart, waiting for her to come back. They say they've moved on, but deep down, they're still checking if she watched their story, if she liked a post, if she sent a signal. That right there is emotional slavery. You're still tied to someone who's no longer showing up for you. And until you're truly ready to walk away forever, with zero hate, zero hope, and zero need, you're not free. Understand this. The ultimate power in any relationship is the willingness to walk away and mean it. Not as a tactic, not as a game, but because you know your value and you refuse to stay where it's not honored. This doesn't mean you don't care. It means you care about yourself more. You respect yourself more. You choose peace over confusion. You choose clarity over mixed signals. If she's distancing herself, let her. You don't chase people who want to walk away. You hold the door open. You say nothing. You keep moving. And if she ever turns around, she better find a stronger, sharper, more grounded version of the man she left. The truth is, walking away isn't weakness. It's the highest form of strength. It means you trust that life will replace what's lost with something better. It means you're detached from outcomes. You're not glued to the idea of what could have been. You're present. You're real. You accept what is. A woman can feel when you've truly let go. Not the fake letting go where you're pretending, but secretly hoping. The real kind, where you've emotionally detached, where she no longer controls your thoughts. That's when the power shifts. That's when her mind starts racing, wondering how you got over her so easily. But the truth is, it wasn't easy. It was necessary. You don't become a man of strength by avoiding pain. You become him by walking through it, standing tall, and never losing sight of who you are. You must get to a point where even if she comes back, you're no longer desperate to have her. You evaluate her. You see if she's changed. You check if her energy aligns with your standards now. You don't fold. You don't forget. You don't hand over your attention just because she returned. She must earn it, because a man who's truly ready to walk away carries the kind of calm confidence that cannot be shaken. Women chase that energy. Not because it's cold, but because it's stable. She can't manipulate it. She can't play games with it. It's either real or it's gone. That's how you hold your frame. That's how you protect your peace. And that's how you attract what's meant for you. Let go of the fantasy. Let go of the maybe. Let go of the potential. Anchor yourself in reality. And the reality is this. Anyone who truly wants to be in your life will never put you in a position to question your worth. And anyone who does, you walk proudly, strongly, without regret. That's the man she remembers. That's the man others respect. And most importantly, that's the man who never loses, even when he lets go. When she distances herself and ignores you, don't chase, don't explain, don't crumble. Go silent. Focus on your mission. Build your value. Let her feel your absence. Respond with strength. Move in abundance. And above all, be ready to walk away forever. That's how real men handle it. That's how you protect your self-respect and stay grounded in your masculine power. You don't fight for attention. You don't beg for love. You become the kind of man who commands it naturally. Remember, losing a woman never breaks you. It reveals you. Let it reveal the strongest, most unshakable version of who you are.